What up? Welcome back to another episode of the SATS Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. Today we're going to talk about 3 mistakes new Bitcoiners make. Do you make these mistakes? Let's find out. Welcome. Sound off on the way in, guys. Say hello in the chat. Type in stacked if you hit the like button on the way in. Round of applause for the live studio audience for Carlos Jaramillo. What up, Carlos? Good to see you in here. Hope all is good. I hope you had a good weekend. 3 mistakes new Bitcoiners make. We're going to talk about those right at the beginning of the show. So if it's your first time here, I'm going to give you the benefits right off the bat. And then we're going to continue on with the regularly scheduled show consisting of the SAT strength, the why we stack, the stack recap, and the stack SATs segment. So first order of business, 3 mistakes new Bitcoiners make when they're getting started out. What up, Todd? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Todd. Welcome. Satwise in the house. Welcome. Right, mistake number 1 that new Bitcoiners make has to do with custody. As a new Bitcoiner, you are used to, as of somebody that's not into Bitcoin, you're used to the bank holding your funds, and you trust the bank with your money. Even though the money's not there, guys. So when you start to get into Bitcoin, once you start buying Bitcoin, whichever way you do buy it, you need to take care of your custody. What up, Leonard? Thanks for tuning in. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Leonard. So yeah, you're buying your Bitcoin, and you are who's right? What? Stack, let's go. You're buying your Bitcoin, and when you buy it, you want to make sure that you take it off of the exchange. And what does that mean? Okay, once you buy Bitcoin, it'll whichever mechanism you use to buy it. Say, for example, you use an exchange like Swan or Strike, or heaven forbid, Coinbase, or any other exchange, right? When you buy it, you deposit your cash in there, your fiat money into the system, and then you get Bitcoin for it, right? Well, that Bitcoin is sitting on the exchange's account. Okay, so think of Bitcoin as its own monetary network, so that it has its own accounts, and we call those accounts wallets. Okay, and so you can have a Bitcoin wallet or an account on the Bitcoin network. And also the exchanges you're doing business with have their accounts on the Bitcoin network, so they can house the Bitcoin for you. Okay, and through software, they say, okay, I'm an exchange, and I'm gonna hold a Bitcoin for Leonard, a Bitcoin for Satwise, a Bitcoin for Carlos, and a Bitcoin for Todd. I am the exchange. I have 4 Bitcoins, and whenever these guys log in to check the status of their Bitcoin, I set up a website for them. And the website tells them, oh yeah, this is Leonard's account, and you're logged in with your username, and you have, according to our records, 1 Bitcoin that we're holding for you. Okay. Now, if I decide to leave as an exchange, or I get seized by the government, or whatever, for whatever reason, the exchange ceases to exist, Leonard and everybody else that was holding Bitcoin in my exchange has no right, according to the Bitcoin framework, to those assets, because those assets were being held in a wallet that was owned by the exchange, and the exchange has the recovery phrase for that wallet. So unless you have the recovery phrase for a wallet, that wallet is not yours, right? And if somebody else has a recovery phrase for your wallet, they can access a Bitcoin in there, right? So what we do is we still use exchanges or other ways of purchasing the Bitcoin, but once we purchase it, we have to withdraw it from their system to our wallet, okay? Because when we set up a wallet directly with Bitcoin, we have access to the seed phrase that is associated with our wallet. And now, if anything were to happen to any of the exchanges that we bought our Bitcoin with, since our Bitcoin got withdrawn and put into our wallet, or in other words, our Bitcoin account, then it doesn't matter what happens with them, right? It's just it's in our possession already. It's in our account that we have control for. So that's why we do it that way. Okay. Another way to explain this is think of it as cash, right? If if I'm an exchange and I'm holding $100 for Leonard, right? And and I give Leonard a receipt for $100, right? And then I just leave, and I leave with Leonard's money. Leonard has no way of getting that $100 back, right? He's got a receipt, but it's not good for anything, right? You have a login account to the exchange, but it's not good for anything if the exchange is gone, right? So if Leonard bought $10 from me and I actually give him and he forces me, not forces me, he actually asks me to withdraw his $10, and I give him his physical $10, then whatever happens to me as the exchange doesn't matter to Leonard anymore because he has possession of that asset, right? So same thing, except for Bitcoin, it's not a physical thing that he's taking. It's a digital asset that it's going into a Bitcoin wallet that he has control over, right? And so therefore, he has the ability to now control that Bitcoin that he bought. Okay, so long story short, error number one or mistake number one that new Bitcoiners make is leaving your coins, leaving your satoshis, leaving your Bitcoin, your fractions of a Bitcoin, leaving your satoshis on the exchange. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that stems from that. Okay, so you're gonna have to learn how to create your own wallet, self custody wallet, how to set it up to do a physical signing device, right? If you want to be extra secure. And that's just part of the learning process of becoming a Bitcoiner. So study that if you're new to Bitcoin. Study how to take custody, study how to generate a wallet and how to take custody of your coins. All that stuff. You can do that on the Bitcoin testnet. If you want to just play around with it, it doesn't cost you anything. The Bitcoin testnet is for testing, right? And then when you're ready to start buying Bitcoin, you should have that kind of planned out and ready to go and set up. Okay. If you have any questions about that specifically, feel free to leave a comment with those questions, or if you're in the chat now, you can ask a question during the chat or any other time we're live. We're live here Monday through Friday. Okay. Okay. That's mistake number one, is not taking custody of your coins, leaving your coins on the exchange. Don't do that. Take custody of your coin. Okay. Mistake number two, it kind of dovetails into mistake number one a little bit. Mistake number two that people make, that new Bitcoiners make when they start to accumulate Bitcoin, is they get a little bit greedy and they fall prey to the idea of, hey, why don't you make your Bitcoin work for you? Why don't you make your Bitcoin grow? Okay, like this institution, this thing, this location is going to offer you 8%, 10%, 15% growth on your Bitcoin. All you got to do is deposit your Bitcoin with this organization, and they're going to automatically yield you 8, 10, 11, 12%. Insert whatever number, right? It's a crazy high yield, which sounds too good to be true because it usually is too good to be true. Okay. But what you're actually doing here is this. You're going back to step number one and reversing it, right? You go to step number one, you buy your Bitcoin, you take custody of that Bitcoin, and you have it now in your possession on your hardware wallet, right? Well, in order for these places to get yield on your Bitcoin, to offer you yield on your Bitcoin, you have to let them borrow your Bitcoin, which means you have to withdraw it from your physical. So you have to withdraw it from your own custody and give them custody over your coin, and trust that they'll give it back to you when you need it, and trust that they don't disappear, right? And trust that they're gonna actually give you that 10%, 8%, 11%, whatever they promised you. Okay, so. And usually what ends up happening is you'll be okay for the first couple months or whatever, however long the company can hold out for. As it's getting new customers, they're able to pay you out. And it's like a Ponzi scheme. Eventually, their growth is not there. We hit the next bear market, and the influx of new Bitcoin users that get tricked starts to trickle down. And as that new user growth shrinks, so do their deposits, and they're not able to maintain the scheme, and then all of a sudden they kind of just disappear, or they get shut down by the government. And in either case, that Bitcoin that you deposited there is linked to their Bitcoin account, and according to the Bitcoin network, you have no access to that account. You have no seed phrase for that account, so therefore you have no control over that Bitcoin, even though it is your Bitcoin and you sent it over, and there is theoretically a user account linked to that Bitcoin. No. All that linked website stuff, logging into their exchange to get your Bitcoin totals, all that stuff is outside of the Bitcoin network. It does not exist within the Bitcoin network. Yeah, you're having to trust that third party. Okay, so don't do that. that 10%, that 10% yield that you were promised is going to cost you 100% of your stack. Okay. So that's mistake number 2 for new Bitcoiners, is falling into the trap of chasing yield and depositing your Bitcoin with a third party, trusting them that they're going to give you yield and that they're going to give you back your coins when you choose to withdraw them. Okay. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. And then finally, this is not the last one. There's more, of course. But this is the third one that's most common, is not necessarily. Yeah, it kind of does go with a little bit with number 1, trading Bitcoin or trading poop coins or altcoins, or whatever you want to call them. Trading, basically, you're gambling. Okay, you are trying to say that you're smarter than AI algorithms and people that have generations worth of experience in trading Bitcoin and other assets. You're saying you're going to beat the market when you trade Bitcoin, and there's no way that you'll do that. So what ends up happening most of the time is you buy at the worst times, like when the Bitcoin is going up and it's at near its all-time high or near local all-time high, and then they lower it on you. They lower it on you just enough to scare you and make you feel like it's going to go down forever. So you exit, and then you take the loss, and then they pump it on you again to make you feel like you're going to miss out on the way up, and they make you buy in again high, and they keep doing that to you. They keep doing that to you over and over again, buying high, selling low, buying high, selling low. Fear and greed. Greed comes in that you feel like you're missing out on the big upswing finally, and then fear that you're going to lose more than you want to lose, right? So it's the market maker. That's what they do. They manipulate the retail investor. That's us. Okay, we're the retail investor. Okay, we're the liquidity and all of their shenanigans. Okay, those guys, their job is to make money from people that are trading casually like us. So don't fall victim to the market makers' manipulation. Just save in Bitcoin little by little. DCA, dollar cost average, or Bitcoin cost average, as we like to say. Choose your frequency that you're buying Bitcoin at. Choose the amount you're buying. Choose the amount of either dollars that you're gonna spend on Bitcoin or the amount of Bitcoin you're gonna buy, and just stick to that. Just stick to that buying mechanism. It doesn't matter what the Bitcoin price does. If it goes up or down, you're not selling anyway. Okay. I'm gonna add mistake number 4. Mistake number 4 wasn't on the list, but I'm just gonna make it up here as we go. Is selling your Bitcoin, right? Or buying more Bitcoin than you should. You should try to buy all the Bitcoin, okay? But of course, some people will go in too hard and put themselves in a situation where they need to sell their Bitcoin to just get on with the regular life, and you might be forced to sell at a lower price than you bought, so you're taking a loss, right? Ideally, what you want to do is you want to buy at a pace and rate that's comfortable for your situation, and it's money that you don't need for the next 4 years at least. Okay, if you can do that, you'll be good to go. If you can survive a Bitcoin cycle of 4 years, you'll be good to go. Right. After that, you'll start to see the benefits of it. You'll start to see how your purchasing power grows, and it'll make you want to save more and more in Bitcoin. All right, those are the 3 mistakes new Bitcoiners make, and a bonus one. Are you making those mistakes now? If you are, let me know. If you have any questions, leave it in a comment. I'll answer it tomorrow or whenever we have the next show. And if you're in the chat and you want to say hello, all you got to do is subscribe, and be subscribed for 1 minute before you can chat. You can jump in there, ask questions, say hello to the gang, and participate in the show. All right. That said, everybody else, welcome back as we pump to $57,475. Let's do. Whoa. Can I freeze? No. Am I freezing? Ah, there it is. Whoa, I think I froze it for a little bit. But I'm back. Bitcoin is pumping. Oh, snap. Reload. Come on. There it is. Let's go, baby. We're going up. We're pumping right now. We're pumping. $57,705.49 right now. Oh, it's pumping even higher. 57,000. Oh, we're going to hit 58. We hit 58. 58,000. I'm looking on the actual tracker over here. All right, we're just gonna call it at $57,812 and $862.97. Bitcoin is making a move. What up, McLovin? Round of applause from a live studio audience from McLovin. Good to see you in here. Today the price of Bitcoin is that you can buy 1,727 Satoshis for a single dollar. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So don't look at that $57,000 price tag and be sad, be afraid. You don't have to buy a Bitcoin all at once. You can buy it in small fractions, and those fractions are called Satoshis. Okay? Let's say you're walking down the street minding your own business, you look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day you could have 17.32 Satoshis right now for a single penny. What a deal. Bitcoin's moving, guys. Bitcoin's moving. What up, Andrew? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Andrew and McLovin in the house. So Bitcoin didn't die after all. I told you. Man, that $300 stack that we did, that's it's gonna be looking good right now. Oh, let's go look at it. Let's go look at it. All right, Robin, how do you create a seed? How do you create a seed phrase? I think we should panic buy right now. Exactly, panic buy. There's different ways of creating a seed phrase. Most people just let the little app choose it for them, but there's ways to roll for them too with dice. I haven't done it myself, but it looks pretty cool. I think maybe I should do that on one of these live streams. I need to go learn how to do that, and I'll do that. So that's actually pretty good idea. All right. BlackRock will gladly buy your Bitcoin if you're scared. That's true, McLevin. It's very true. God dang devils. All right, let me throw on some background music. Actually, no, the background music, not background music. We're going to go with the next segment of the show that we call Why We Stack. Why we stack? Oh man, I just told you. Because not only is the value of what you're holding going to increase over time if you have it in Bitcoin, but you have absolute property rights. Okay? The value of your wealth can now transcend time and space, if you want to get all sci-fi, right? Imagine let's say you have a quarter of a Bitcoin like we have here on the show. Our quarter of a Bitcoin will be a quarter of a Bitcoin today. It will be a quarter of a Bitcoin tomorrow, next month, next year, next 10 years, next 1,000 years. If we choose not to do anything else with it anymore, it'll just sit there, right? The Bitcoin network is not gonna come by and say, hey, by the way, we need to take a couple of Satoshis from your stack because it's a maintenance fee. No. No maintenance fees. Okay? No membership fees, no management fees. Your Bitcoin is your Bitcoin. If it's in your self-custody, if it's in your wallet, you don't need to do anything else for it to continue into perpetuity. Okay? And that's freaking awesome. What other asset class can you hold forever, in essence, without it losing value in the form of fees and taxes? Okay? Because as long as you hold that Bitcoin and you're not selling it, it shouldn't be a taxable event. Well, who knows for how long? Who knows for how long? But you still have to physically give it up. Nobody can come and take it from you. Okay? Andrew Williams in the house. What up, Andrew? Good to see you in here as Bitcoin pumps to $57,857. Let's go. You can generate private key with dice entropy. Yep. With Blue Wallet. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It's very cool. All right. Give me a second, guys. I need to. I know this is kind of a little bit of an emergency here at home, so give me 1 second, okay? Let's see. Take care of this real quick. Actually, let's finish off the show, and I think my wife's got this. I just need to let her know what's going on real quick. All right. So going back, saving in Bitcoin. What does it mean? We save in Bitcoin because saving in Bitcoin is like going back in time and giving ourselves a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours we've already worked for as long as you hold the Bitcoin that represents those hours. Boom. Done. Okay. Let's do the stack recap because we don't only talk about stacking sats here and let you know the 3 mistakes new Bitcoiners make. We also buy Bitcoin Monday through Friday, and this is our stack. Stack recap. Oh my gosh. So we started stacking Bitcoin here on the show back in May 22nd, 2023 at $5 a day, and then $10 a day, and then $20 a day. We're currently at, we've purchased here on the show 20 million Satoshis. Wow, that's cool. 20 million Satoshis, but through other things we've done here on the show, our whole show stack is 0.287736521 Bitcoin. We've also started to count just buys for 2024 on a separate sheet. That way it's easier for people that are new to the show to kind of understand what's going on here. So just in 2024, we're up about 2.94%. We've saved $5,237, and those dollars were able to accumulate 9.334 million Satoshis. If we were to go and try to buy those same Satoshis today with today's weaker money, it would cost us 2.94 more Bitcoin to buy. Sorry, dollars to buy this the same amount of Satoshis. Okay. Yes. So, how are we gonna buy today? Oh my God, it's the price of Bitcoin is still below our average buy price for 2024. That's wild. Okay, so here's how we do it. If the price of Bitcoin is above our average buy price, we buy $20 worth. If it's below, we buy $40 worth. Today, the price is $57,758, and it's below our average buy price. So today we're gonna be buying $40 worth of Bitcoin. $40 worth of Bitcoin. I'm all right, Jack. Keep your hands off my stack. Nice. That's awesome. I'll have to look at a blue one. Okay. All right, boys. So we're gonna go for it. That is the stack recap, and let's see how we're doing here on the. Oh yeah, the stuff we sold on OfferUp is back in the green. All right. We'll take it. And hopefully we'll get more in the green later on down the road as we pass $58,000. $58,000 Bitcoin. All right, here it is. I guess that is all we have for the stack recap. There's only one thing left to do now that we know how much Bitcoin we're going to buy, and that is it's time to stack some SATS. All right, so today we're going to buy $40 worth of Bitcoin right now at the local high of 57,000. It's all right. It's been a while since we bought. Oh my gosh. Let me get this purchase done here. Boom. I'm gonna jump onto Strike here. Hit the buy button. $40. Hit next. Cue it up. It's ready to go. Here we go. Time to cut the music. Hit that drum roll. Hit confirm. And we're buying $40 worth of Bitcoin right now during this next SATS show. Just like that, we've accumulated some more Satoshis. And when we stack, we chill. Only 576 to own 0.01 Bitcoin. And that's crazy, right? Even though the price has gone up a lot since this morning, it's still not up as much, right? So it's still a really good buy. Let's do the numbers here on the spreadsheet. 9, 24. Okay, total 57,708 and 83 cents. We bought $40 worth. The yield was 0.000686655. Right here, right here, right here. Copy this guy. Oh my God! Look at our buy from last week. We're up about $20 on our $300 smash buy for celebrating 300 subscribers. Even though we're not even at 300 subscribers, who cares? Those 5 subscribers that we have left to go will appreciate that we went all in when it was not all in, but that we went hard. That we went hard when the opportunity was there. All right, there it is. We've updated the spreadsheet. Where are we? There it is. We've updated the spreadsheet. Now I'm going to update the spreadsheet for the whole lifespan of the show. There it is. Got this one done here. There it is. And the new show total for the whole lifespan of the SATS show is 0.288393071 Bitcoin. And just like that, we have stacked SATS. We have laughed, almost cried. That's it. That's it. That's how we do it. We jump on here, we buy Bitcoin, and carry on with our lives. Okay, we buy it. Remember the 3 things, the 3 mistakes new Bitcoiners make. Okay. Now I remember when we were approaching 0.25. That's right, Carlos. Right? It's wild. We're approaching 0.3. 0.3 Bitcoin, dude. Can you imagine? 0.3 Bitcoin on a little show on the internet, on YouTube. Not monetized. It's just my money. It's just my own money. Not monetized. Any profits I make from these shirt sales up here on bitcoinerscloset.com, you guys know where that's going, right? This is another way for us to generate income for stacking harder. Okay, so if you're interested in one of these shirts, stack against the machine. It's available in black. Go to bitcoinerscloset.com. Wonder if it works on here. Shop. Huh. Maybe? No. I must not have a shortcut for it. It's okay. I have this. Ha! See if that did that come out as a link? Yeah, it did. No, it didn't. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. bitcoinerscloset.com. There it goes. All right, linkable. All right. Once again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Let's kick on the closing track. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin's still going. It's pretty good. We've had a good little run today. Good little run today. Hopefully it keeps going up forever. Laura. Keep going up forever. All right, here we go. Kicking on the music. Yes, once again, we've come to the end of the show. If you like the opening we did today, let me know and we'll do more openings like that. I'm gonna try to do more openings like that for the next week, for this week. So I'm trying to figure out new ways to encourage new Bitcoiners to come to the show and start to learn a little bit more about the technology, the savings mechanism. The best thing you can own right now, and probably in a long time, if not ever, is Bitcoin. Come learn about it and increase your purchasing power with the rest of us. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the SATS show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Later, guys.